lucky.
How many podcast shows you did before?
Me? I can't even count. Depending on.
Really?
Yeah, my genre is a little different than Alex's, but I've been on some of his shows, quite a few times already. So yeah, so thankfully it's nothing new to me.
Chill on me, bro.
It ain't even close.
Challenge is like, you need to get Super Saiyan.
I'll get it.
My fault, bro. I think I got cranberry juice upstairs. What I got? You want some rock?
For sure.
What's that? White grape?
White grape, I got pomegranate. And we can't get the black raspberry over. That shit's dummy hard. Oh shit, you do this, don't you?
But this how you open like glass bottles that you can't open like jars and shit.
I wouldn't know. I live at home, so I wouldn't know all those techniques and tricks. I'm sorry, bro.
No. It's rigged. It's rigged.
People come. Oh shit, where's the bottle? Let's go.
It's rigged.
Tell me when to stop.
Just give me a little shot. Boom.
Where's it at? Where's my glass at? Shit.
Damn, my beer really.
Dom, you got your cup already?
What, Sprite?
You did? That's all you got, Sprite?
Yeah, I got y'all too.
Kevin, you got it?
The tequila right now.
She only drinks tequila.
Hold on, time out. If you want a drink mix, that's the guy to go to.
What, have you make a drink? Mix it up?
Oh, I should have got more. Yeah, he knows.
You don't have everything I need.
You don't got
He doesn't say I ain't good shit.
Chasers.
Damn, man, I tried.
Just hit me up.
Just keep it simple tonight.
We'll keep it simple. All right, what you want? Amsterdam?
Yeah, I'll just take the 1800. I'll just take the 1800.
Okay, 1800, big baller.
Very simple, man.
Have a dope podcast, man. We got a nice L rolled up for the ride home.
Tequila we got. My Terramana's empty.
Damn, this shit good right here. This mix, I ain't gonna lie. Shit.
What was that?
Sprite with that Ciroc? What?
Oh, hold on. You mixed it? Let me catch up.
That's good. I ain't gonna lie.
Let me catch up.
Dom, you ain't drinking nothing now. Huh? After you pulled up yesterday. That was the way you pulled up yesterday. You taking a break. You hurt right now.
Nice. I feel like I should get mine on
A
that.
little bit. Not too bad. I'm still tempted.
I've been there.
I'm still like, do I want to join in?
Yo, those kicks are hot.
I feel left out. I feel like I should put mine on. I'm out here just drinking.
I made it through that.
Huh?
I made it through.
It's like a test.
It was.
Bro, you know how embarrassing that is sometimes?
Up or down.
I tell people I got a studio, come to my studio.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a test.
That's like a cheat code.
It's a test.
Cheat game. Yeah.
At first I'll tell, that's like.
I had you cheat for me.
Yeah, that is kind of complicated. I'd rather just use data.
That's what You know how embarrassing that shit is for me? I'll tell people, yo, come to my studio, and it's my house with my parents. It's not a real studio. And then they gotta deal with that long ass complicated password.
Always. This one recorded. You had shit record from the moment we walk in. That's where we gonna get the magic.
All right, bet. I like the energy. Shit, that's smart. I ain't never worn it like that before.
I'll stay comfortable. I won't move anywhere. Am I good here?
Have the microphone near your mouth a little bit.
Yeah, bro. So you got your shot glass. You got your shot glass.
I always got my shot.
I know.
You know
he's
I do.
alcoholic, bro. If you want a personal bartender,
First of all,
that's your guy.
I'm a drunk and not an alcoholic. There's a difference.
Motherfucker, we ain't gonna get into that right now.
Let's get it.
Y'all ready to go? What's good? What's going on, y'all? Y'all tuning in to Prime Point Media, where people recognize one man entertainment. And we got a packed studio in the building today. A familiar face co-hosting. We got Kevin Genbu Smith.
Yo, what's going on? Kevin here from the I Never Said That podcast. And once again, I'm honored to be joining Alex here for Prime Point Media. But I don't want to take all the attention because we got a more important guest here.
We do. We got our man to the right, another K Smith. We got Geeto in the building.
What's up, man? What's the
How you
deal?
doing, my guy? My guy flown in from LA. That's respect to be on Prime Point Media. That's how you know we're legit.
Yes.
You from across the country
That's
to
for
be
sure.
here
Quite the
on this
honor.
show.
Quite the honor.
That's a toast.
Oh yeah, man. In fact, let's
That's a
spark it off.
toast.
Yes, it is.
We were saying we wanted to start this show off with a toast.
With a toast.
You got to do it right.
Oh no, we got to toast this shit right.
Hey, listen. So this toast, first of all, is to you guys. You know what I'm saying? Happy New Year. Thank you for seeing the vision. I appreciate that. That's one of the biggest things I could be honored about. And you see the vision and you rocking with us. So we want to.
Thank you.
Great party tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We'll talk about that.
And just life.
Life.
And life.
Oh, we loose now.
Y'all took y'all.
A little white grapes of rock.
Let's get it.
Great way to start off. Great
we
way to
only do
start off.
exclusives around here. And speaking of exclusives,
I'm a lightweight too, though. So just so y'all know.
hey, right? More power.
So I'm gonna put it out there.
I know all about you and your
Speaking of
lightweight.
exclusives, my man dropped another tape. That's your
sir.
third one
Yes,
that
sir.
you
It's
came
another-
out with.
Yeah, well, actually, the crazy part is like what a lot of people probably don't know is I came out with like 10 different projects already. It's just that the first like 7 or 8 projects that I put out, somebody else was taking care of the business. So I had my projects ended up getting taken down off of all streaming platforms because somebody else. And the last 3 projects, I decided to take control, and you know, it's doing good for me now. I turned up, the music is better. So it was kind of like I was going to quit music after all my music got taken down. But then I was just like, you know, it's happening for a reason. So it's like, it almost broke me, but it gave me the motivation. Like, you know what? It's happening for a reason. So this go round, I'm going to make sure that the only thing they remember of me is like all, you know, quality shit. So I just feel like my music stepped up. I feel like, you know, what people go to look up when you look my name up, I feel like those projects are a good representation of me right now.
Right.
Nice.
And, you
So
know,
when you
be
said
cooking.
that they owned your stuff, when you said someone else
No,
took
they didn't
control?
own it. It's just that I didn't know how to. I move independent, honestly. So I didn't know how to put my music out.
Right.
So I let somebody else do it because I looked at it as I'm gonna just get my music out there, you know, and just learn as I go. But you know, I knew that the immediate step was getting my music to the point where everybody can hear it. So I let somebody do it, and you know, I learned to not do that anymore and to really take control. All of it is just part of the journey.
You
of
learned the
taking
hard
it.
way, son, essentially.
It's not really the hard way though, because as I'm sitting here right now, this is recent too that all of this happened. But as I'm sitting here right now, I don't really feel bad about nothing that happened. So I won't say it the hard way. I just think that's how it was supposed to go. Like when that situation happened, I looked at it like, damn, do I want to quit? I wanted to, and I said, no, I'm gonna keep going, because something like this happening only means that there is another side of it. You know, if you keep going, there's always a yin and a yang. So I knew that something tragic, it means that if you keep going, there's something good on the other side. So I'm living to something good, and it's a lot more that's coming right now.
Did you fight that battle internally? Like when you were like, I wanted to quit. Like, was anyone else in on that conversation with you and you opened up to, or was that an
not enough? Not enough people. Not enough people. You know, but it was something I dealt with myself. I dealt with a lot, but you know,
That is a thing.
I put it into the music too. Like that's another thing. I feel like with the music, I feel like with the last 3 projects, I was going through things in my life, and I just feel like if you listen to the music, you can feel it, and you know,
right.
that's that.
I was wanting to talk about that. Your song, your album that you just dropped.
Yeah, Geeto.
Is the same name as you. We're
Turn
gonna
up.
talk about how you got that name.
Yeah.
But first, I wanted to know your inspiration behind your music, and you kind of just already hit that question, so we're gonna ignore that. When you talking about the shit you gone through, besides I'll tell you my 3. I commented, you saw, but for the people watching, I'll tell you my 3 songs. What 3 songs were like that biggest impact in the situation you just brought up?
On what 3 songs on this project or out of the 3
One
projects?
song. You can do one song.
On this project though?
Yeah, on this one.
This song, I just feel like all of them really represent something, but mainly Real versus Fate. That's a feeling record.
One of my personal favorites, by the way.
Yeah, that's my shit. Thank you, bro. Life Ain't Cheap. Love Nobody. Those is like, and really my favorite song on my project, I don't even know if I'm supposed to do this, but my favorite song is If You Ready.
What do you mean I'm supposed to know? Or I'm supposed to say
Because
this?
I'm probably supposed to say all my shit high. I love everything. Like, it's all the same.
No,
and
talk
everything,
yourself
like,
up. Yeah. No.
But If You Ready is my favorite personal song on the project.
What would you say? Like me personally, like when I listen to music, I love like a good story. What would you say is like the message or story that you want to portray to your listeners?
It changes. Like, I'm growing as a person all the time. So I used to make music to make other people like me, and I used to make music that I thought my peers would like, and I used to. This is the first time I'm getting to making just music that's really for myself and not for anyone else. So I don't know, man. I'm just
when you were starting. When did you start making music? We'll start there.
like I probably really dove into making music at some point in time when I moved to LA. Probably like 16. Probably when I turned 16, I really started diving in, and I wasn't really good like then. At 16, it wasn't I was bad. I just wasn't. I didn't put in my hours.
Right.
So I was making music, and I had people helping me create records and stuff like that, and people was trying to write for me. I had managers and things like that. And probably when I turned like 18 or 19 or something like that, I had to lock in a studio for like a year and a half and like straight. And that's when I kind of got good at making music. And I also used to be around my dog Berg, young Berg. His name is Hitmaker now. We used to do a lot of records together back in the day, and I used to sit up with him. I met him when I was 16 at my first video called Better Man with Omarion. And he had a record called Sexy Lady at the time. And he came to my video shoot, and I met him there. And he's a real big songwriter and producer right now. So I got a lot of game from him coming up, just being able to watch him and see how he does it.
Nice. What would you say was the most valuable piece that you learned?
Just to stay down and keep doing it, man. Not everybody is going to believe in you. And if you really love it, and if you put your time in, you put your hours in, you're going to get better.
Because right now you're independent, right?
Facts.
You don't have a record deal, nothing like that.
No, I got my own record label,
that's what I was
but I don't got a record deal, no.
So you found that was the best route for you. Do you think that's the best route for artists coming up in general? Or how do you feel about record labels and for future up-and-coming artists when it comes to that stuff?
I mean, if you're able to, so making money in the music business is very hard. So it's not like you just going to put out music and make money. It don't really go like that. In fact, you probably going to lose doing it for a lot of years until it picks up. And then when it picks up, it's best to be independent.
Right.
But I think being with a label is more beneficial for certain people, depending on what stage you are in your life, because you always need backing. You need a team and you need backing. So independently, if you don't have a team and backing, then you might need a label.
Right.
And that's just that.
You want to shout out your team real quick since you brought it up? Any members along with you?
I don't need to shout out no, specific names. I just want to say shout out to everybody that's with me.
There you go.
And, I appreciate it, and we're going to keep it moving like that.
So I feel like there is a bit of a creative process with any type of art.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, rappers have it. Artists who draw, writers, and I feel like, rap kind of involves all of those. What would you say is your creative process that you would get into before like coming up with these
Over certain records? I just go to the studio. I used to watch Lil Wayne back in the day, like a documentary, and I knew that him and Jay-Z didn't write. So
Right. I saw that.
So I just came in the game wanting to not write music. So for a long time, I never wrote music. But what happens is when you go into the studio so much, you learn mic techniques and you learn your formula. So long story short, I don't write, but I probably go to the studio, get with my homies, have some of my people come through, smoke, play beats, and just vibe, and whatever comes to our mind. I'm like a workaholic when it comes to the studio, so I try to like go in the studio and do 3, 4, 5 songs a night. I don't just focus on one record. I make sure that I get more done, because I always just feel like the more you record, I heard that Tupac used to just like never have time to even get his records mixed. He used to just lay stuff and just keep going. And I want to keep that, formula, because, when I started putting my music out, I didn't think that in me making my music, everybody would like it right now. I wanted to be able to put my music out and keep hustling and have people go back and listen to my music. I know that once I really pop off, people will go back and start listening to everything. And, that'll be a good experience for them as well. Not necessarily having everybody hear it as soon as I put it out.
Right. So you never had no expectation like, oh, this is gonna go
No,
somewhere.
I used to, like, who don't want to
Well,
put
yeah, right.
music out and want everybody to love it or everybody to post it or support it. But this is the first project right here that I didn't worry about anybody else. I didn't expect any support. I feel like I got the most love and support out of it.
Why? Why did you feel that way? 'Cause it sounds like it came from experience.
I feel like for one, the music is better, and I feel like the time is just the timing right now. I think everything I'm still growing, but I feel like, you know, it fit this time for me, and people supported it, and we're gonna keep it, you know, moving.
Right, because in your song "Life Ain't Cheap," you talked about there's a war outside, and you went through some losses and stuff.
Yeah.
By war outside, I feel like you kind of already alluded around that. What did you mean by that? Like the war outside?
Niggas dying, you know. People broke, you know. So people mad, people hustling, trying to get it. People trying to finesse. It's just every day. It's a you know, tug of war. So it's just how you gonna fit in and how you gonna maneuver and how you gonna carry it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you? So, bro, because that's honestly, I mixed. Real versus fake, Life Ain't Cheap. It's a toss up between which one's my favorite. I'll be honest. I can't say right now which one.
I like both of them, but I just ran through 7,000 this week. My life ain't cheap. Got a little trying to duck on these streets. That's for the street. That's some real shit.
That was the realest line because when you said I ran through 7,000 this week, life.
And let me tell y'all a little crazy story about that, right? Some of my homies, like, this is the part where another thing of just me being real to myself, because I want y'all to know. So I actually, when I laid that song, I actually linked up with my boy Bird, who I was telling y'all, Hitmaker, and he was telling me, he was like, damn, I just spent $10,000, $7,000 on something, and he wasn't complaining, but he was just, you know, the regular conversation. That's $7,000, $10,000 is money for anybody, like, no matter what, it's something. So I was like, damn, that's crazy. I just laid a verse and I said, I just ran through 7,000 this week. My life ain't cheap. I was like, damn, do you think, like, I should say 7? Like, should I say some more or something like that? Like, you know, like, is 7? Is 7 too low for me? Like, do it sound like I'm complaining about $7,000? And I was like, damn, by you saying that, it just confirmed to me, like, just be real. The more real and authentic you are, is like what's going to connect the people the most. Like, I have really had spent 7,000, and I was thinking, like, damn, is that, like, am I not supposed to, like, do people look at me as supposed to, that ain't nothing, I ain't supposed to complain about that because I'm a Smith? And I was like, no, just keep it authentic and real, and people feel it more, I guess.
Because you're an entrepreneur at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, for sure, 100%. I don't got no 9 to 5.
Exactly. When let me ask you a question, because I don't have one. Do you have a college degree?
No.
Perfect. Reason why I say that, because I feel like a society put that pressure on people about having a college degree and shit like that. You talking about, I spent 7,000 this week, my life ain't cheap. I feel like this is a lot of things people don't address. I don't know if you have people you talk to about this, or these are a lot of internal battles, but when it comes to shit like that, investing in yourself, spending that much money into your craft and your product. Yeah. How do you feel about that when you may not see that return? You put all that money into a project and it didn't give you a return yet.
It's like, it's a constant struggle and a constant battle from doing what you love and not feeling like you're the dumbest nigga in the world. How are you getting over it? How is Geeto getting over that? I'm thugging. I'm putting out projects. I'm just going to continue to push and keep it moving. And I'm getting better and I'm growing and I'm learning. And I'm not leaving myself in that box. I'm doing other things. I'm doing films. I'm doing movies.
Really? Okay.
Films,
Anything
movies.
you can mention out of curiosity?
All right, so I started out like within the last 5-6 years working with my uncle as like his personal PA on movies. So I was able to do like Aladdin. I did Bright with him.
Love that movie.
I did Gemini Man. I did Suicide Squad.
Love them all. I seen them all.
Yeah, so I did like, you know, a few movies with him, and I was able to be around, you know, all of the people, you know, the Jerry Bruckheimers and the different directors and producers, and be in that world and learn how it goes and the inner works of everything. And then Jada called me in the house one day and was like, yo, we got this new film we trying to put together called 12 O'Clock Boys. And she was like, yo, it's a dirt bike movie. It's really dope. We gonna put Meek in it and everything. And she was like, but I want you to I need you to be a producer on this project with me because this is your world. These are actually your friends and your people. So I'm like, all right, that's dope. So we set up a meeting, and she was just like, and I told her, you got to put Chino in the movie. You know, Chino is from Baltimore. He was like one of the top dirt bike riders, younger dirt bike riders, and he was signed to Meek, but he's really like the real deal for the young people, street riders. So Meek was like, yo, you gotta put Chino in it. So I told Jada, I'm like, yo, you gotta put Chino in a movie. I'm like, but he can't just be like a regular person in the movie. He gotta be like a main character because this really his life. Right. Charm City Kings was a documentary first. 12 O'Clock Boys, that was a documentary at first. So and Chino was in the documentary, so yeah, I put Meek and Chino in a movie, and it was dope.
Now you get that call. You're going to be a producer.
No, it wasn't a call. It was in the house. We was in. I was living with my Uncle Will and Jada at the time, so they just called me downstairs. So Jada, really, and Caleb.
You never had no experience beforehand doing any of that, producing or anything. Did you have any experience like that?
And Jada told me, she said this is what makes you a producer, being able to come and bring these people. She said just bring in like people like Chino and Meek, putting them in a movie, that makes you a producer alone. Just being able to connect the dots. You can be a producer for that. For people that don't know, by connecting dots and making those type of plays, you can get a producer credit and you deserve one.
And besides that standpoint, before when they told you, hey, you're about to be a producer, you obviously owned up to that and you took that. Yeah. In your mind, was there any fear or any
never?
No.
It was too easy. Have my boys be in the movie.
You know how many people have that? Nice. That's my thing. When it comes to being an entrepreneur, doing what you're doing, because you're obviously
not with that specifically. That was too easy. That was have my boys. We doing a movie about y'all.
You started off as an artist.
Facts.
You're on your way to make yourself a mogul.
Facts.
Because you're going to artist, now you're going to producing. You're already that's segueing into film. From there, it's producing, directing, acting, all that shit.
I got a show on Fox right now called Cooking with Oakley, Charles Oakley. Just so y'all know.
He said it like it was nothing. You notice that?
She said I had to remember it.
That? He said it like it was nothing. To him, it's no big deal. To me, I'm like, God damn.
No, that's a big deal to me. That's a very big deal to me. Just so you know, that's a big deal. No, every accomplishment I get is a big deal because I'm doing it in front of muscle. Everything I do is off of the strength of me. Like, I get people that, I get attention and awareness from my family. I do. But to maintain relationships, it got to be from your interaction with people.
Right,
and
right,
so, yeah.
So with that, because you're on your way to stardom, right? All that stuff. You are more well-rounding yourself and your capability and your skill set, right? And you say it's with the relationships that you build with people. No one can teach that. No one can teach when you walk into a room, this is how you talk to people. This is how you interact.
Yes, they can. People can teach that. I was taught that. I grew up around a good family. Okay.
Good point.
Etiquette. I was like, a family that teach you good etiquette, well manners, and things like that. And we're not all perfect, but I can say that I grew up around good people that taught me etiquette. And my family, it was in my life.
So when it comes to selling yourself as an artist, right? Let's put it that way, because that was a good point. I didn't think of it from that perspective. So when you walk into a room and you want to give a people a reason to listen to who you are and your music.
I struggle with that.
Why?
I struggle. Damo, that's Damo, Philly John Damo. She over here dropping stuff.
Well, that was my phone. No, I'm kidding.
I'm just leaving
I struggle with that because I'm not really a character. Like I'm like a figure, but it's hard to be a character. And I feel like when you walk into a room, like you need to be able to. My game isn't from walking into the room and being the loudest and brighten up everybody's. I'm kind of more of a laid back, chill person. And if you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. So I do struggle with that, but I like to keep people around me too. Like the artists that I sign, I want them to have personality and kind of stand out. That way I can really sit back like a boss and they can run around and do them and things like that.
So you're more of a behind the scenes guy then?
I do
When it
it
comes
all.
to your artists and stuff?
Right now, I just want to get the money. I want to be happy. I want to get the money. I want to produce. I want to make music for myself and because I love it, not with the pressures of having people needing to like it or play it.
So you're trying to be more three-dimensional. As
For
an artist
sure.
altogether.
4, 5, 6,
So
7.
you're thick-skinned for sure.
Huh?
You're thick-skinned for sure.
For sure.
Like no one can get into that.
For sure.
So right now you have that vision. Right? You have that vision of what you want
Yeah,
at the top.
definitely.
Ignore that. I'm not going to ask about that.
Okay.
That's cliche and dumb.
All right.
Your footsteps to that.
All right.
What's your process? What can people expect from Geeto?
Definitely, I'm going to drop some more music. That shit is in me. I'm going to try to, honestly, for me right now, I feel like the next stage for me is I kind of want to shadow my uncle again a little bit more and go back to working on movies and being in that environment, because when you around people that's all on a higher level than you and all smarter than you and achieving more than you and striving to be the way that you should represent, it only makes you and helps you become a better person. And in those environments is like one of the only times where I feel like really like I'm like what I'm doing is worth something sometimes. Like when I get to work on a set with my uncle and I know that I'm affecting his life every day and helping him, just like it makes me feel good. I know I'm doing something that is like beneficial in the right direction. So I definitely want to do that. Put more music out, and I'm definitely going to sign more artists this year. And we going to run the bag up like we never had it before, for sure.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Well, my auntie, but oh, you got me?
Right there.
Appreciate that. I got a question for you, real quick.
What's up?
So I was scrolling through, your social media and everything, right?
All right.
And one thing I noticed, which I really liked, was Will was saying that he felt it was important for you to get you out there to travel and see the world,
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
So my question is, out of curiosity, what would you say of all the travels, what culture would you say you learned the most from? Like, what really stuck out to you?
Colombia.
Really?
Yeah. Best place in the world. Cartagena, Colombia. Shout out all my people over there. I'm coming back. We coming back.
Why?
It's just,
Talk about elaborate.
it's just a beautiful place. Beautiful place is like is welcoming. They welcome you. They treat you like, like good. Oh, actually, I ain't gonna lie. It's a real toss up. I apologize, Toronto. It is a real toss up between Toronto and Colombia, Cartagena, Colombia. And for the people that been there, they I'm sure they can vouch.
I've been there. I try to travel more. I'm trying to see the country more.
Yeah, Toronto is like a mix between New York and LA to me, like all in one, mixed with the like Caribbean.
Right.
So like imagine all of that in a pot. That's Toronto for sure. Like
Okay.
and the ratio for women is like 5 to 1.
Woo! All right. Yo, we gotta go. Think about that real quick. Yeah.
No, for real.
So it's a toss up. Colombia, Toronto.
But I've been everywhere, like Rio. I've been to Rio. I've been everywhere, man. I could honestly say I'm blessed. Like I've been to everywhere. France, Spain, Brazil, India,
Now it's
Australia, like everywhere. Like it feels like it's a blessing.
it's a difference. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
Listen, next time I want you on the show, I don't want to hear I've been there. I performed there.
Yeah.
Speaking of performing, when can people see you perform on stage?
Shit, man. We need Rolling Loud. Listen, our next goal, we gotta get on Rolling Loud. We gotta figure out if I got any fans, what we gonna call them. And I need y'all to go crazy. And we need to get on Rolling Loud, and we need to get on all them other stages that's going, LA, Rolling Loud, LA, New York, Miami. We need to start hitting them Coachellas. I went to Coachella, that's dope. We need Coachella. We need to start making some moves. But I got a show tomorrow in LA, downtown LA.
Damn.
It's gonna be lit.
Because
We vibing.
those are the big stages, right? That's in the future.
Yeah.
You're gonna build up to that.
Yeah.
You're about to build up to that.
Yeah.
Is there anything people can expect as far as like small shows?
I don't know right now. Book me. You know what I'm saying? Hit my DM on Instagram. Get my
So
number.
you're
Call
open
me.
to that.
Yeah, let's get it. Let's put some shows
Okay,
together.
yo. I'm glad you said that.
We available.
Yes.
We available. Y'all got a club or something?
Oh shit!
I
Hold
know
on.
people.
Yeah, tell them to book
be
us.
nice to have
We
you
gonna
there.
slide
Okay,
down. You know I slid down. You know it wasn't
Oh,
nothing, so
absolutely. From
it was
LA.
easy.
From LA.
Set it up, and we gonna come through. We gonna perform. Everybody gonna perform. Coca gonna perform. Mills, anybody.
Oh shit!
Whatever. Let's get it.
You came out from LA. First of all, that's respect.
You know I got you.
Yes.
That's
I gotta
respect.
You know I got you.
Flying out here, that means a lot. Honestly,
You know I
'Cause
got you.
I'm gonna be honest with you, because for you, fucking, here's the thing: you're growing.
Mm-hmm.
You're an entrepreneur. You're on your own. You're on your own path. You are focused on your own path.
Mm-hmm.
For you to be here right now, what that means is you came off.
I'm serious
your
about this
path
shit.
by connecting another one in a small way.
I don't feel like I came off my
But-
path. I feel like I said, the reason why I wanted to toast with you is because you see what's going on, and you reached out. It makes sense. This is all part of the plan. You know, this is all part of the plan. I ain't come off my path. This is the path. I wouldn't be. I ain't coming off my path.
Yeah, because like you focused, and like to me it's crazy. I'm just gonna speak from a person who's trying to do what you do. Start from the ground up.
You doing
That's
it.
where we at.
We doing
and
it.
for you to show love is different when someone flies out across the country.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that shit speaks volumes. You came from LA. It's not like you came from Philly.
It's
anything
all-
like that. You came from across the country to be here. So that's a toast. So shit, I'm toasting here.
Where y'all at? Come on.
I'm toasting again.
Hey, so y'all just took a shot.
Definitely toast to that.
Who
Definitely.
has to drive? I'm so sorry if you have to drive. Because at that point, shit. Nah, but getting back on track though, for real. Because what do you want people to get from Geeto as he's growing? So you have that vision, but as you grow the process, what do you want people to learn from you?
It changes. It changes through the different stages. Right now, keep God first for sure, and like don't give up. I feel like I wanted to give up a bunch of times, and I feel like every time I wanted to give up, I feel like making the decision to keep going, I got better, and don't focus on your losses. Just focus on the distance between your last L and your next W is a lot shorter, and that's it.
Because as of right now in your song, like for example, Life Ain't Cheap, I'm about to say that's my favorite song.
Let's
To
get
be
it.
honest
Can we
with you.
play that? Can we turn it up? We ain't hear no music this whole
Shit,
time.
yeah, we can turn it up. Oh fuck, hold on, is that shit on?
Yeah, it's on.
Kev, you better be in control of this because I'm a little too tipsy for this dumb shit. Hold on. Come here, Kevin.
You just give us a little preview or something.
Yeah,
there
we gotta
go.
turn it up.
Great idea.
Come here, if you don't mind. My bad.
Very good
I
song.
sound like an asshole. Make sure that connects. There's Explore Outback to that one right there. If not, connect your phone. My fault. I'm sorry.
It's good. That's good.
No, because you talk about that stuff, and I'm like, the losses you took. I'm assuming as of right now, you probably took more losses than you got W's. Because I'm in that boat.
No, I ain't gonna say that.
I like that. I'm in that boat for
Because
sure.
I feel like, to tell you the truth, I feel like my life is like a W. Honestly, like I feel like, and all my losses, I try to take and learn lessons. So I don't really, like, to tell you the truth, when I take a loss, I kind of like I don't mind taking losses because that only mean a W is coming on the other end to me. Like that's all that means to me. I know that, and that's only for survivors.
Right.
That's only for people that's hustlers and going to really go get it. And
Just not everyone can.
not everybody can do that.
They can't.
Some people go in the downward spiral and they keep it going.
Exactly.
And I feel like I'm a survivor. So, and I really try to learn the lesson or something different every time I take a loss. So it's not always a loss. It's more wins. Like,
That's
than
why
losses.
when you mentioned staying on the same path, which I definitely see you on that one path going forward.
Turn that shit up. Let's get it.
Yeah, there we go. And I just see you obstacles coming up and just going through the walls,
Yeah.
just going through the walls.
Yeah.
That's what I see when I talk to
Ran
you
through
here.
7,000 this week. My life ain't cheap. Gotta lay low, tryna duck all the freaks. That's for the streets. Cut up one of the closest niggas to me. That shit is weak. I had to let go of a nigga I used to have around me. Cause see a creep. Now my nigga don't even call me no more. So we don't speak. I got pride. He got hate in his heart. That shit get deep. I'm still that nigga that I've been from the jump. You ever name me? Free my niggas that got locked behind bars until they free. Niggas that don't fear now. We out here with these poles trying to make it through these dead ends. Either way it go, my nigga, we gonna run this bread up. It's gonna be a war outside, you gotta keep your head up. I took some wins and some losses. That's that shit that come when you on boss shit. I made it back and got my dogs lit. I'm on some paper and now we all is. Shout out Po Lambo. That shit to believe in. That shit to believe in, yeah. Yeah, that's one of my favorite songs right here.
It's a very good song. Which one stuck? Which one really? So when you go back and you hear everything that you created as a creator, especially from this last album, what really just sticks out to you? Like, damn, like this is the song. Obviously, all your songs are dope and important and have meaning. But to you personally, which one was like your favorite child? And I feel like, I don't want to.
I feel like sometimes which ones is the
right?
banger.
Yeah, you do.
Like, I feel like but then it'd be crazy because sometimes, yeah, like you would think something to be super fire and it just don't connect. You know what I'm saying?
But to you personally, though, it would. Like
to me personally, it's my shit. A lot of my songs is my shit. I could play my music all day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know I'll be burning people out, like, you know what I'm saying, that ride with me or anything like that. But I'm just trying to, for one, I'm trying to give myself my streams. For one.
Be your own biggest customer.
Facts. I know the real gonna relate. I'm in the field with the apes. Cut a check to my mom and she straight. I made the biggest check of my life this year. And I bust my mom. It was so crazy. Like, before I did anything with my check, it felt good. Like, I gave my mom a nice little check. Like, it felt real good. It was the biggest check I ever gave her. Biggest check I ever made. It felt good. Like, it felt real good. I was able to do it through the phone from California.
I remember I watched a story with Stephen A. Smith. And he said how when he got his ESPN deal, he walked into his mom's job and told her she's done.
Yeah.
That's probably the best feeling you could ever have.
Yep.
Because I could hope to achieve that.
Yep.
To give back to the one who gave life to you. Just
not even that. She was a single mom for 17 years. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Like shit like that. So for him to do that, I salute him for that. Because that's my goal. So he already hit my goal. He's giving me something to shoot for in that sense. What I set for myself, he's hit. Not saying it's a race because it's a marathon. It's your own pace. He got there. That's motivation for me because he can do it. I can do it.
Separate the real from the fake.
Right.
I know the real gonna relate. I'm in the field with the apes, the killers and drillers. I make sure they ate. Cut a check to my mama, she straight. My little brother sit behind gates. Now I'm in the house with a lake. So look, I moved my brother to LA to live with Big Willie when I was living in the crib with Big Willie.
Right.
My little brother graduated high school. After he graduated high school, a week later, I moved him straight out to the crib with me in LA.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Get him out of Philly. Come on out here, get behind them gates. In Calabasas, he's sitting up, he chilling. It's a lake in the front, a real lake.
That's what's up.
He chilling. And
that's what's up.
I don't even live with Big Willie right now, but my brother there. You know what I'm saying? We grown now, so
shit, I'm still living at home. It's the same shit I said beforehand. Everyone's like, "Yo, come to my studio." Shit, my parents' house, my basement. No, props to you though, because
it's not a bad thing. Big Willie got a 130 acre compound or something like that for family to stay there. So, don't feel.
It's crazy.
Yeah, Mill's been there. Don't feel like no way because you with your folks because this is you down here. This is your world.
Right. I respect it. Thank you. I appreciate
don't feel
it.
no way.
I always tell you. I always tell you.
Bro, I'm gonna get it.
But I want to also say one thing to you. How old are you, bro?
I'm 23.
Yeah. Look, don't feel no way. But the moment that you go, just know that the moment you leave these doors, you're gonna be a survivor. And you're gonna learn and go through a lot of shit that you're gonna be able to survive.
Right.
So just know that it's if I don't know if your parents will ever kick you out, but if they ever kick you out, later on down the road, you're gonna come back and you're gonna love them for it.
Right. is the biggest thing. Were you kicked out? I don't know if that's a personal thing. My fault if that's too deep.
Jada kicked me out all the time. You know what I'm saying? Big Willie bring me around and Jada kicked me out, but you know, it ain't, you know.
Yeah.
Really, it's just, you know, I'm grown,
Because
man.
I respect that. Because I like to see that. Because to me, it's motivation. Speaking of real shit, to see that shit like that. Because, like, damn, like, you doing it.
Yeah.
You probably felt a lot of pressure on yourself. A lot of times. There's probably a lot of times when you're in the room thinking, like, fuck this shit.
Yeah, that is a good question. What is it like? Does that pressure?
You could turn this down. You could turn the music down. I know y'all want to. What you say?
Yeah, because you know, from the family you come from, especially as a creator, because you have a lot of, you know, yourself being an artist, you know, other members of your family being artists. Do you feel like there is like this expectation to like definitely succeed? Does that push you forward? Or does that like give you more pressure? Or
I feel like so my last name alone puts expectations on me from other people.
Right.
But I don't feel that pressure because I'm not doing this for nobody else no more.
For yourself.
It's really for myself. So it changes a lot. Like
it should be.
Like for a long time I used to try to do what, you know, I thought people would want to do, and I realized it's like you gain way more when you focus on being the wave that people are on. And once I let go of really worrying about pleasing everybody else, and I still got work on it every day. Like I'm growing every day. I'm not perfect.
Everyone
but
does.
Once I focused on letting go of everybody else's expectations of me and doing what everybody else wanted me to do and just taking care of myself, I feel a lot better. And it's so crazy because my uncle is like one of my biggest influences. So it's kind of like talking to him, some of the things that he goes through in life, I pick up on and I learn from, and I try to apply it to my life at that time.
Right.
And so yeah, you know.
One more question for you. Your whole family. Why did you think music, or why did you pick music as first? This is your route.
It just was
acting, all
fun.
that
It
stuff.
probably was fun, easy. Growing up where we grow up, you know, in the hood, everybody think they can rap, and you know, it's just. But it was also around. I think it's in my blood a little bit. I love it. But you know, I've been around it. Like I said, Big Willie won the first rap Grammy or whatnot. So you know, I've been around it my whole life. I actually left the hospital. My mom said my first time leaving the hospital before I went anywhere, I went to my uncle, straight to my uncle video shoot. I think I can beat Mike Tyson. He was shooting a video in Philly somewhere. So I left Lincoln on hospital and just went straight to the video shoot before I even went in the house. So.
And that was you at the premiere for Wild Wild West, right? You were in that.
Yeah, I've been at all that. Yeah.
That's dope. That's a dope experience.
Y'all gotta see if y'all can find me in the summertime video.
What would
That's a little challenge for him.
You just dropped this project. You got your premiere. If you're in LA and you're in the area, be sure to tune out. Check out where you gonna be at.
Where?
For that? For tomorrow night.
Oh, downtown LA. Hit me up. Private location. RSVP action.
I like that energy.
Nice.
What can people expect going forward? This year is still young. It's still January. What can people expect from you going forward?
we're gonna drop another project. D Mill's dropping a project. We're gonna keep grinding, hustling. Like I said, more movies. We're gonna sign some new artists, and hopefully just new videos. Hopefully a new business venture. Hopefully a real big business venture, and you know, millions. We're going for millions. So
Are you open to people DMing you, artists DMing you?
Yeah, hit me up. Let's get it. Let's go. Different artists that want features, you know, whatever. We running it up.
Features.
So let's go.
I like that.
More podcasts. Y'all open the door. This is my first podcast, y'all.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
This man right here is the GOAT when it comes to the podcast.
Yeah, for real. That's what's up, dog.
Man, it's energy. And
Maybe not.
Sport and the grind. Maybe not. Shit, that was good.
No. I ain't gonna doubt you, dog. Nah, bullshit, bro.
What
For real,
podcast
bro.
covered the Super Bowl?
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Not one but two.
Damn.
Not one but two.
You did.
We
That's
put
what's up.
ourselves
Doing your
indoors the
thing.
same way he puts himself indoors. Where
Yes,
can
sir.
people find you? What can people plug your shit?
Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music. I like Apple Music. I feel like they give the most return, like the money. You know what I'm saying? But Tidal, YouTube, SoundCloud,
You everywhere.
everything.
platforms.
Instagram, K Smith 215. Twitter, I think it's K Smith 215. Go find me on Facebook. Whatever. Let's get
We
it.
love it. We here chopping up with Geeto in the building. His album just dropped on all platforms everywhere. Geeto, be sure to check it out. Real versus Fake is one of our favorites. Life Ain't Cheap.
Yeah.
Be sure to let us know and comment which one is yours. I'm joined with my co-host Kevin Gambu Smith from the I Never Said That podcast. And this is Alex Tech here from Prime Point Media, where people recognize one man entertainment. And we're signing out. Thank you, Geeto, for joining today.
That's our shit. I appreciate y'all. Gang, let's go.
It was an honor, yo.
Yeah.
True honor.
I appreciate y'all.